mobile applications can be difficult, but with products like OpenApp AI, you can speed up that process without having to write any code. Welcome to Software Safari. My name is Toby, and I'll be taking you through OpenApp AI and all that it offers you. Once you log in with your email and your password, you're presented with the dashboard. On the dashboard, you can see a quick overview on OpenApp AI and how to use it. You can take a look at your templates, your apps, trainings. You can select your apps to see the apps that you've created previously. You can create a new app and you can edit your profile. You can also see the total number of apps you've created, total number of application installations, your registration, the total leads you have, and you can also see the app installation on a yearly or on a monthly basis. We'll create an app. When you're creating a new app, you can choose to create the app based on a template from scratch or from a website URL. We'll be creating from a template and we'll simply call our app Water Decider. When your application is loaded, you can see multiple templates that have been created. If you've previously created a template, you'd see it stored under My Templates. So you can check all the templates from event wings to AC repair. Whichever one looks very similar to what you have in mind to create, you can pick from that. So pick the baker's shop. You can choose to preview the template or simply use the template. When you're granted access into the template, you can see your basic settings, which starts from your app name. From your app name, you can try to change the name. Let's see if we can change the name to the name you already have. Save and continue. You can pick a subdomain. Can choose an image. When changing the image, we can get images from our device, from the library of images that we've previously uploaded. We can choose to search for images or we can generate images from AI. If you're satisfied with that image, you can save and continue. We can include a splash screen which will be showed every time the app is opened on the first instance. So if we're satisfied with that image, we can change it, or we can even change the color, and if we want to include the app name on the splash screen. If we're satisfied, we can save it and move next. When we're done with the basic settings, we can take a look at the application time zone to include the time zone that the application would use. You can pick wherever is relevant to us. We can pick an application currency. We can choose if we want the app to have a notification email to take note of cookie consent. And if we are going to pick any of that, we can include the message, or we can include our email address for the app notification email. Then we can save that. Next, you can take a look at authentication settings, where we can choose if users will have to log in into our application. If we do not need them to log in, we can disable enable login. We can also disable and enable registration. But if we do want them to, then we can enable them both. We can save. You can also take a look at seller address. If we have our sellers and we want to include specific information about the sellers, we can take a look at SMTP settings for our email and our customized email addresses. We can also take a look at the installation bar, what would be shown to the user when he or she is trying to install it. You can take a look at the next one. Here we can see multiple pages. This is the home page. You can see the about page. You can see the about page. You can see the services. This is the home page. This is the home page. And if we want to view it, you can see it is arranged accordingly. This is the image. And if we rearrange it, we can see that the grid is now gone above the image, and we can choose to rearrange it. We can choose to make changes to all those components. And if you want to add a new component, we simply click on add a new component, and we can add it to wherever we want to include it to our app. If we're satisfied with how that looks, we can go back and click on the next. On the next place, we can take a look at our menu settings, from our main menu to the profile menu to the footer menu and to the main menu style. We can make any of these changes as it applies to our application. So we can choose any one we want to change and make the change as necessary. And when we're done with all those changes, we can save and continue. And when we get that, we can make changes to the primary color of our software, of our application. We can make changes to the secondary color. And if we're satisfied with that, and if we're satisfied with any of the changes that we have made, we can simply move on. We can save as a template and include the template name. Then we can publish the app. As you can see, this is the template that we've previously created. And when we're satisfied, we can go back to the dashboard. And when you return to the dashboard, we can take a look at the apps that we've created. This is an app we've previously created. While the other app is being published, we can take a look at an app that we've previously created. And as you can see, we have generated an Android app already. So all we just have to do is to click on Generate Android App. This is if you have made any other changes to your app. Then when it's generated, you receive an email to say that it has been generated. Then you download it as an APK file, or you generate the iOS app and ensure that you've taken note of what is written here. And that is all. So as you can see, OpenApp AI is a very useful tool for you to use to build your applications, your mobile applications. Then the only thing next is to make it available on Play Store or on the Apple App Store. We are welcoming any questions or clarifications you might have or need from OpenApp AI, and a link to OpenApp AI is in the description of this video. Do well to subscribe to our YouTube channel and Software Safari. We'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.